Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Florida State's coaching staff hasn't been shy about telling this team they should aspire to be a conference champion. And right now, this club has done its part, taking care of its division so far, and hoping that that conference title is well within reach. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Fred Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
And this Florida State-NC State rivalry has been great in recent years, and I don't see why anything would change today.
Can't play with them.
Florida State
early. We gotta go for the knockout.
He really got a hold of that kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Can't play around. I'm gonna go.
You like that? You like that?
So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today.
Check 26, check 26.
He's taken down around the 40-yard line.
You've got to play with that kind of purpose to move the ball against this defense.
I don't know what it is. This freaking slant.
40-yard line. First down. And they make the stop at the 44.
Who's Dalton Deal? Let's see that.
First down.
Dalton DeAndre. What's up?
From the 44-yard line, it's first down. Just throws this one away.
Wildcat.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
So I gotta make my daughter just lunch. Daggone it.
From the 38-yard line, third down. I don't know if they'll be able to hear his cadence in the midst of all this mayhem. They go to the screen here.
Freaking finally caused a fumble when it goes out of bounds.
He had better leverage there, and he just yanked the ball out.
Five guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. Tackle made at the 28-yard line.
This is the kind of steady, strong drive the coach
freaking blitz and a quarterback draw.
Now they're firing on all cylinders.
We've got a
Unbelievable.
first and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. Throws to the receiver, and he's got it again.
All right, turnover, field goal, turnover, field goal.
This is the 8th play of this drive. The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime to counter that 5 wide receiver set.
Or touchdown.
Outside. Looks to a receiver. Touchdown. And he converts the extra point. Reese Davis is standing by with this update. Reese?
The Hokies take the field today as the number 21 team in the country. And for Virginia Tech, an aerial strike gives them their first score. The Hokies lead 7-0.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one.
That's who's on the other side of the division.
And he's taken down at the 24. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. Makes it to the 34.
Hill's in a running here for a prestigious award, Herbie, but he doesn't want to think about that right now. He's got to stay focused and keep the task at hand in front of him, and that's winning the ball game.
It's second down.
What up, Melvin?
Feet away from that first down mark.
William.
So he finds his tight end
Melly
for the
Mel.
catch and a first down.
Good look there from the quarterback, dumping it off and coming away with a new set of downs.
Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on
Throttling
that throw.
down.
That makes it second and 10.
From their own 37-yard line. Second down. Caught open field.
Step back.
They'll bring him down at the 41.
There's very
Let's
good
go.
chemistry between these two. They like to run through all their routes before the game. And I have to say, they looked sharp before this one even started. How
Ooh,
about the
get
big
jacked
fellas
up.
up front? This line will have to continue to play like that to build the consistency to help this offense be effective.
A lot of room out there.
This one's going deep to the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown.
That was a little panic throw, but it helps when you got a receiver that's
In a good time to call it. I tip my hat to the
6'4".
offensive coordinator.
Will be tied with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. A nice 6-play, 75-yard drive. And that's good for a touchdown.
This quarterback has really demonstrated
Little boy.
tremendous amount of
Little
ability
boy.
and leadership.
Little boy.
I'd be very surprised if he didn't continue to play well.
They get a tie game at 7-7. He sends this one deep. I'm sure that touchdown in their last possession's given them some confidence, but let's see if that carries them back down.
Man,
It was a
freak.
really nice drive, too, Brad. The quarterback
More
got into a nice
freaking-
rhythm and did a good job of picking apart the defense.
Smith gets a handoff to the right.
Wildcat.
He makes his way to about the
Damn
48.
it. Jitterbugs.
First and 10. Ball on their own 48. He gets rid of this one.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying to make it third and short. Third and short.
7 yards with that catch.
Man,
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Becoming the 12th man, the crowd is always into it here. Goes quickly, it's almost intercepted.
I'm not sure the quarterback.
Can I please get a user?
Because he stuck
User
his ball
pick.
right in the passing lane.
please. What do I got to do in these leagues?
Trying to change the field position with his kick.
Like, can we
And this
reward
one is a beauty.
good user play?
This one's going to be down
Please.
in the end zone for a touchback.
Damn it.
Every drive's important in a tie game. I look for both sides to come out with some urgency. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers.
Man, they
Moves up in the pocket and down he goes.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush because sacks can be real drive killers.
I was going to be wide open.
Defense looking for another sack.
Well, I like my
Second down and
chances.
long situation.
Oh,
Going long. Incomplete.
That'll bring up 3rd and long.
yeah, like I came straight home from the school day on Friday, went straight to the bed, still getting over whatever I had a little bit.
And he's tackled at the
Oh,
30.
gosh dang it. Another defender had to be there. He would have freaking pushed you for the first down.
And he can't hang on to the ball.
I know I'd be nervous with 11 guys sprinting down the field at me, but the first job of a return man is to catch the ball.
The main thing is they got the ball back, and now they can go to work on offense. I don't think either team has a clear advantage so far. Let's see if they can make some plays and get a little separation.
Another freaking.
And down he goes at the 48.
Now, I love this wide receiver. I know what he can do catching the football, but man, oh man, he's trying to get in line to say, hey, I want to carry the football. He's trying to push that starting running back out of a job.
From the 48-yard line. First down. Can't wrap him up. And they got him for a loss. Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 50. Fires quickly to the tight end. Here he goes.
Freak.
To the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. What a strike for the score.
And he did a nice job of looking off his defenders.
No, let him hang around and.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Let's check in with Reese Davis in the studio.
Checking in on some ACC action, let's take yet another peek at this game. And for Miami, they can flat make you look silly with this pitch and catch game, and they do it quickly, hitting for a touchdown.
Excellent kick. He's to the 10. He makes it out to maybe the 16-yard line. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. Gets nailed, and it's intercepted. And And he's taken down at the 19.
Great play there by the
This
corner
is
to come
some
up with a
bad
big
luck.
interception.
That's not a very good pass right there. He should probably have tried
Why
to throw
can't
that
I
one
ever
away.
do
He
that?
was under heavy pressure and then threw it right to the corner.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
And they get him in the backfield for a loss. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Freak, dude. We got 3 wide receivers and 2 tight ends. All right.
From the 16-yard line. 3rd down.
These fans are showing you why teams hate to come here, folks.
Oh,
You know, at that point,
I hit the dude. He couldn't throw it to the receiver and pick it off.
Very careful as you're feeling
No.
pressure to throw the ball.
No.
Just throw the ball.
No.
If you feel like you're
Can't
not going to
happen
be able
to
to
the
make the
user.
play and the defense got you, just give up on that
Can't
play and
happen
get
to
ready
the
for the
damn
next
user.
man.
Kicks away. And it splits the uprights.
All right.
Warren has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off.
He just drills this one. And they can forget about returning this one.
They need to show a little giddy up now, because if they don't start eating into this deficit, they could easily fall out of the game.
And he can't get away from
They
the
are
pressure.
get to me.
That is a loss of 12 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and long.
Maybe a QB away.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long.
Nah. Should be pretty good.
He's going to go for the home run. Complete. It's the freshman. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Well, I tell you, these guys have
I think
some
this might be
skill
the-
players who can make things happen. They
I need to
picked up an
relook
enormous
at it,
amount
but I
of real
think
estate
our
on that play.
defense might be back. How it should be. If not, it might be another.
He airs it out. Caught. Touchdown. Big play. The draw within a field goal.
He makes the PAT.
I mean, I wish I could get a quarterback into the Heisman race, but all you fools will rush for 1,800 to 2,000 yards with your
So
running
at the end
backs.
of one.
North Carolina State in front.
Everybody.
17-14.
I wish I was dedicated to run like that.
Florida State is ready to kick it away. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
I don't like to wait for the running back to get warm. It's dumb, but it is what it is.
Back to the action now here in the 2nd quarter.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
North Carolina State
Has a 3-point lead. Brought down around the 28-yard line.
Run through my tackle.
gets around
Nice
3
hit stick.
on the halfback draw.
The middle linebacker came on a blitz and did a great job of blowing up that run.
From their own 28-yard line. 2nd down. Quick throw out to the receiver. And they make the stop around the 30-yard line.
That'll make it 35.
From their own 30-yard line. 3rd down. They can't hear a thing down there. He fights forward to about the 30. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Thomas is back deep to return. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. He's out to the 30. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line. There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. They bring the quarterback down.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long.
3 down. Check 59. Mike. Mike is 395. 395.
He's to the 40. Finds the freshman. Tackle made at the 34.
Yeah, it sucks trying to get a quarterback warm, but I'd rather air that thing out except for, instead of running behind a slow running back behind the line.
So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10. Quick out to his receiver. Tackle at about the 17-yard line.
No, I just throw more in all these leagues. Because when I run a video game land, I like to think I should average 10 yards a carry, and obviously that's not real.
Catches it, and that's all. Phillips picks him up around 7 yards with that catch.
Yeah, I just get frustrated.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down.
Easy. Big dog.
He makes it
Like,
out to maybe the 7-yard
I should easily
line.
be down to the 5-4 on that. I shouldn't have had to juke there to score. I should have just ran right into the end zone. Should have raced to that corner. Derek, yeah, I think he was a quarterback in Premier. He was an athlete, and in Premier you can't change athletes to quarterback. I think he's a quarterback.
And for Virginia Tech, a win today would give them 9 on the season.
Oliver looks ready to kick this one.
So, the secondary position was receiver, and he just came in with nothing accessory-wise, and I've forgotten to put gloves on him and a towel and visor and all that other
With so
stuff.
little
I just
separation, this game can be
keep
drastically
forgetting to.
changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Gets to around the 42.
That's good for a gain of 17 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Looks like I just gotta press
First
and
down,
blitz.
10 to go.
with
Ball on the 42-yard
Peter.
line.
So I got those other stops.
throws it away.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
And now the ball is loose. Now the defense has it.
Step. Yeah, baby, let's go.
That's a big break for this defense.
You know, this offense just can't afford to be getting hit with the turnover. They need to hold on to the football.
Let's go check his stats at halftime.
This offense did really well with the air attack on their last trip out there. Let's see if they can do the same
Bullet,
thing here.
booty butt,
Right
booty
now
naked
is
bullet.
in rhythm, and a lot of that has to do with his preparation. You can see right now with the reads that he's being able to make, getting the football out of his hands, that he's feeling very, very confident in his ability to throw the football against this defense. This is smart, efficient play calling. You don't need to make the highlight reel on each play.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down. Florida State is up by 4.
6.
And he throws right away. Throws it and it's caught for the touchdown.
There's Jared Goff catching the receiving touchdown.
And he tacks on
Maybe I probably user strip. That's
everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
that's all I tackle, and I never get user strips. That's all I get. How I miss so many tackles and CP runs all over me.
They coughed up the pigskin the last time they had the ball. Let's see if they can hold on to it this time.
The game is in danger of getting
I'm
out of hand.
dead.
It's very, very important that they not only hang on to the football this drive, but they also need to get a score on the board.
Ooh, we hitting now.
Bring him down at the
Defense woke up, baby. Let's go.
That brings us 2nd and 9.
We all on balance.
From their own 26-yard line. Second down.
And these boys got a dope.
And he has it on the corner. Out of bounds around the 32-yard
Yeah,
line.
run your
So
ass
the
out of
halfback
bounds.
scampers for 6 on the toss.
Scary, yeah.
Becoming the 12th man. The crowd is always into it here.
Oh, how did I miss
Reception,
him?
look out. Nobody there. He's into the open field. At the 30. To the 20. The 10. He'll
You
take it
gotta
all the way
be
for the
kidding me.
touchdown.
He got pushed in the back again. 9 of 14 for 3 TDs. Computer cheating.
And he converts the extra point. A short 3-play, 75-yard drive.
So much for running him out of dope.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot, and they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. At the 30. Brought down at the 38.
It's alright. Score here. Get the ball back.
The offense will come out again hoping to have similar results as their last drive.
You know, when this defense
And they
went over
trying
the
to
sideline
press.
based on the way they've been playing
Press
so far,
bully.
this defense coordinator's got to be livid.
Oh,
He's
he
got to get in
backed
their
up.
face. He's got to challenge them. He's got to get their
Oh.
emotions going. Because when you play defense,
Little-
it's not just
little
about X's and O's.
trajectory.
It's about attitude and playing with a
It's
lot of
6.
confidence. When you're in zone coverage, that means your linebackers have got to be ready to defend the pass coming into their area. That was a good reaction to tip the ball away.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 38. Florida State is up 4. Catches it, and he's punished.
Oh, such a. do this. There we go.
Nice run, and he's brought down. First down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 49-yard line. 5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Caught.
This quarterback is tough as nails, Brad. He's going to sit in that pocket
Is
and give
Phillips
himself
open?
a chance. The only problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that
No.
sixth sense on when to get out of there and avoid the pressure, or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
From the 49-yard line, it's second down.
3 down. Check 59. Here we go. Mike.
Delivers to the halfback on the screen. He's taken down at the 40.
Gain of 9 yards. That'll make it
Go I form.
Right. 3 down. Check 59. Mike.
Tricky right here.
Easy. Buffalo.
On the ground, and he won't get back to the line.
That is a loss of 1 yard on the play.
Go for it.
That'll bring up 4th and 1.
So they're going to go for it here.
Need a couple more yards. My
This
kicker
is a
would have
pretty
the
controversial call.
leg.
I really would have expected them to punt this ball. He's at the 30, and down he goes at about the 25-yard line.
You like to see a team having success like this running the football. It can really open up things for the offense.
Man. See these, my numbers? If they got a team number, they got the size, they got the height. Only got one out here on the field.
From the 25-yard line, first down. Florida State holds a 4-point lead. Rolls to the right. He gets rid of this one.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
It's the 9th play of the drive. They come out in a 5-wide set. This one's going deep to the end zone. Interception.
Not only did he demonstrate his leaping ability, but he also has the hands to be able to pull the ball in. Great job.
Didn't get the animation.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. And he's tackled at the 23-yard line. It's halftime here, and we really saw some offensive fireworks in that first half. Florida State's up by 4.
Coming into this year, only Phillips had caught a pass. Everybody else was fresh meat out there.
All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 10. Across the 30. Looking for the corner. He's tackled at the 38-yard line.
It's going to be interesting to see how the action shakes out in this series.
Florida State is up by 4. That's a great tackle at the 29.
Where is this pressure? Good gosh.
Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation.
Check 59, Mike. Ready. Easy. Check.
He lets it fly. Swatted away.
Great reaction to get his hands in the way of that pass. That's not an easy play to make.
Fiddled around these last 2 drives. Dang it.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Quick release. Oh, had it knocked down.
Great safeties are almost like a center fielder roaming back in the back, just reading the quarterback's eyes. Here he does a really good job of seeing where the quarterback wants to go with the football, getting a very good jump on it, and simply not getting it away from the receiver.
Punts away. This one's like a line drive. The Seminole staff has got a winner on their hands. You've been around kids like this. They're just fun to be around.
They're fun to be around, and I think it's infectious. His attitude, I think, permeates throughout this entire offense. Throughout the entire team. Is so competitive with him at the front leading the way.
Oh my gosh.
And he's taken down at about the 41.
In the backfield, dude.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. He's tackled
Right around the 44-yard line.
Penny gets around 3 on that option keeper. Brought down around the 41-yard line. Down now. They need to get it inside the 49. Listen to this place. Caught with room to work. He's pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Warren to punt. He punts it away, and it's a great kick. They'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. NC State's the team that nobody gave a chance today. But
all right, Nell.
I think just the mindset of this football team, they need to be confident.
Good bombs in the
because it's easy to
Baghdad.
come in, be a bit intimidated, be a bit overwhelmed. They've put that to the side, gone out and executed, and I think the longer they've stayed in this game, the more confidence that it's instilled.
Florida State is up 4. And they make the stop at about the 29-yard line.
is complete. He's got room to work. He's at midfield, and he's shoved out of bounds right around the 48-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Quick throw. Excellent open field tackle.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Tackle at the 28-yard line.
Great job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
Deep ball, laying it out there. Touchdown, Florida State. And he hits the PAT. A nice 5-play, 82-yard drive. And they put up 7 points.
Brett, I thought the key to that drive really had a lot to do with the quarterback and the receivers getting in sync, making it very tough for the defense to slow them down.
Sends it sailing downfield. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Name the golf.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Here's a running play. Tackle made at the 28.
That's a that'll make it 2nd and 7.
Mr. Leon Petty.
Second down and 7. Ball on their own 28. He's to the 40. He gets it out to about the 47-yard line.
That's a D19. That makes it 1st and 10.
Virginia tackle. Watching that score ticker.
He's going to try and scramble. No one open, so he's going to run. And they push him out at the 45. Short yardage situation here.
Like
2nd down and 1.
Ohio State will survive.
On the handoff, big hit, and he'll lose yardage.
They gotta play Zeus, Michigan.
The crowd really making it difficult.
Swag him out.
He goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Will they go for it? Pulled some.
Thomas is the deep man awaiting the return.
Coughing me.
The punt goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Washington State. computer
This
or
offense just
guarantee
torched
I
the
would go
defense
play
through
off
the air
if
with a
it comes
great
down to
passing
it.
attack on their last drive.
And it was a really nice
I
drive,
don't
too,
get
Brad.
beat.
The quarterback got into a nice rhythm, did a good job of picking apart the defense.
Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down. This is a scary spot deep in their own territory. They'll bring him down at the 7.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here.
This guy is one of the most reliable receivers around. They needed a big play on 3rd down, and he got it for them.
From their own 19-yard line. First down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go.
He airs it out. And that tackle very well could have saved a touchdown.
I don't remember which play.
So after the big
I'm
pass play, we've got a
singling
first
him out
down.
right here.
3 down. Check 59.
We're playing off coverage. Holly,
You know, when you
freaking
feel
face
pressure like
guarded me.
that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
See the versatility in golf.
Complete, brought down, nothing doing. Looks like the defense was in man coverage there, fellas, and that's why they stopped that screen.
Yeah, and when the secondary isn't dropping back into zone, it makes it difficult to have
Come back
success with
three
that kind of
with
screen play.
screen.
So we're looking at another 3rd down here.
Who's it? Scott. Scott's one of their big receiver. Throw it up to him.
He launches one for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
There's your top, baby.
And that's his 5th touchdown throw.
Simply an unbelievable display of passing that we've seen today.
Looking like Johnny Wilson out there.
And he converts the extra point. A 7-play, 96-yard drive. And a touchdown as a result.
And, Brad, you're going to move the ball at will when you're able to execute the pass game like that. Those big plays eventually going to lead you to touchdown.
Oliver is lined up to kick this one off. Excellent kick. Let's see if this drive has
These
a more
dudes do
rewarding
not go on
conclusion than
trees
their
like
last
they
one.
do in
Ended with a
this
punt.
game.
Down 2 possessions. This offense has to step up and capitalize on this possession.
He's taken down around the 36-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards. First down.
From their own 36-yard line, it's first down.
Now I just want to get out of this game so I can make my daughter's
Play. This
lunch
one
and go to
appears to be
bed.
well under control. The Seminoles with an 18-point cushion.
Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4. He scrambled. And down he goes around the 45-yard line.
That brings us 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd down now. They're just a few feet away from that first down marker.
Watch 36 to Mike.
I've been user catching since I could play a damn game.
Stays in bounds to make a nice catch.
Gain of 8 yards.
Game breaker
That
98.
makes it 1st and 10.
Check 3.
Quick pass. And he's tackled at the 38. So the quarterback completes the slant pattern for about a 9-yard gain.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 38-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Check 3.
Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. Touchdown, Pack.
Take the tackle, dude. First off, it's my best corner. Real life is Darius Thomas
Well, they're going to try for the 2-point
getting
conversion.
embarrassed at the line of scrimmage.
Check 3. Dog, easy. Flare. Go.
And they won't get the 2.
About time you make a play.
A 5-play, 74-yard drive. And they get 6 points on the board after failing the 2-point conversion.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook try. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
Let me see what I got.
Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. They hand it off. Runs outside for a nice gain.
Heavy dose of Rodney.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
3 down. Check 59. Mike. Easy. Buffalo.
Nice run to the outside. So he picked up a few on that run.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really a nice read.
Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. And he's level at the 46.
Gain of 9 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker.
3 down. Check 59.
Today? No. Just 2.
Gains his way to the 43-yard line.
Oh, don't be hurt. No. No.
Gets out to around the 35.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Suffering injuries, especially to him.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
Easy. Delta. Let's go.
Gets to about the 34-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard.
Quan.
Make it 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. Gets out to about the 31.
They're eating up a lot of field on this drive. I'm really impressed with their ball control.
Here's the 8th play of the series. He makes it to the 28-yard line.
Sir.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 28-yard line. 2nd down.
What is it? Almost have another top mill coming up.
I wonder how that's going to affect this offense. I would think the offensive coordinator and the head coach are just going to try to ease him into this game at the beginning. Here's play number 10 on the drive.
Over here at Ward. Oh, he overthrew him.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
It's 4th down. They'll call on the field goal unit here for this long field goal attempt. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And he splits the uprights.
Favorite player.
Florida State ready to kick this one off. He just drills this one. Let's see what they can do on offense as they take possession after the return.
But I appreciate it.
The scoreboard, then it's clearly crunch time for this offense. They've got to be able to sustain a drive, maybe look for a big play, but they have to have points on the board right here.
These guys came up with a touchdown in their last drive, and they'll be hoping for another 6 on the board here.
Man, some of these scrubs into him.
Got a man, watch out here. And he's taken down around the 32-yard line. About a 7-yard pickup that time on the pass.
It's a good completion. They didn't get the first down, but they picked up about 7 yards.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Just under 3 to go in regulation. He fires this one. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Green 9, green 9. Son. Easy, easy. Let's go.
That was a nice play. Anything you can do without being penalized to prevent the offense from moving forward is always a plus.
What I gotta do, dude? I'm playing perfect. Reward user.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Throws a strike over the middle. Brought down right around midfield.
Gain of 9 on the play. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. The crowd at this stadium always a factor in a football game. Fires to the wideout, first down. And they make the stop at about the 45.
Well, on 3rd down, we expected them to go to the air, and they did just that, picking up the first down.
Here we go. Let's go, motion. Check 3, check 99.
He's knocked out of bounds right around the 36-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. Just under 2 minutes in the game.
Now they're getting time to throw comebacks.
There's a strike complete. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the quarterback stays on the field as they try for the 2-point conversion.
May have put the scrubs in a little early.
They don't get it. Let's check in with Reese Davis in the studio.
Give me a
Wait
freaking
till you
user
see
pick.
the action in Atlanta. And for Louisville, they're in danger of dumping their 3rd straight game.
Well, 9. Oh, yeah. It's over. As long as I recover this. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
And he's taken down at the 48-yard line. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping. Receiving team.
Flipping is
I could
the
caught
call.
people all day long on
Have to find a
offense,
way
but I
to make
can't
up
catch a
those
user
yards
pick.
right here.
Cool.
They're set to go for another round. He airs it out. And he makes the catch.
Why the hell did he go up and
At
get
about
that?
the 13. North Carolina State just took their first time out.
Guess it wouldn't be cool.
It's 1st down and 10 now after picking up some great yardage through the air. A little over a minute in the game. End zone. He goes up and gets it. It's a touchdown. That could have been it right there. That score might be the deciding factor in this football game.
Is that Charlie Ward's son? It's gonna say cousin or
And he hits the
nephew.
PAT. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield.
That animation was dope.
And what a game it's been for this quarterback, Kirk.
Well, this is really just one of those games where it's all coming together. He's making the right reads, he's delivering the football in rhythm, and the most important thing is he's playing with confidence. Let's also give some credit to the offensive line. They've done a really good job of keeping the pressure off of him just long enough to allow him to read the defense, be able to make the right read, and get the ball thrown downfield for big plays.
He's not even on the field. Why are we dapping them up?
2nd and 10. Ball on the 25. He lets it fly. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
Just over a minute in the 4th quarter.
One
Pulls
day.
down the catch, and he's got room here.
One
He's
day.
tackled right around the 32-yard line. NC State's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half. So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on the field. So the play of the day, 4th and ball game, and the defense comes up with the stop of the day and what will be the win.
Question is, Style points count against Poland.
They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive.
Well, it's one thing to
Yeah, I
have
got
speed.
blurred.
It's another thing to have an idea of what you're doing and how to attack a defense. And right now, these wide receivers clearly have done an outstanding job in being able to make their reads and getting out of their breaks, and the quarterback
Got
put the ball
blurred
right
screen
on.
behind.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 23.
Should we top these motherfuckers one more time?
Lets it fly. Incomplete. It's knocked down by the defense.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Gotta throw it to Scott though.
He zips it. What a pick. And he is drilled at the 1-yard line.
Alright.
First down. Got to be careful down here deep in your own territory. We have less than a minute to go. And a quick throw. Tackles the 9-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
And he stops the clock with a spike.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. Listen to this place. Fires out to his receiver. They'll bring him down right around the 28-yard line.
Oh no.
Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
False start. Offense.
You got to be careful to avoid these. Penalties are a great way to stall out a drive.
So the penalty will make it 1st and 15. And he's going to come up with a sack.
Thank you for not calling a face mask. No, man.
Spikes the ball. So another 3rd down here, and this time it's 3rd and long. Really one of the very tough places to play in college football, and it's no different today. He's going to go for the home run. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Still can't get one.
The Seminoles know that they have to enjoy this guy while they've got him, because somewhere down the line he's going to be at the next level.
Well, that'll definitely be in his future, but for now he needs to sit back and just enjoy this performance, and really the play caller, the quarterback, the offensive line, the receivers, the entire group as just a whole should feel good about their performance.
That does it for this edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
Look at us. 3 stumbling across each other. 2 more missed tackles. This Duffy was someone on tonight. I missed this pick. capable. I need some help. Oh, that's good. Zeus will beat them. They'll follow. I really need Oregon to lose. Can't believe I lost to Louisville. All right, I got 2 more games. Dang, yeah, Oregon. You done to beat them. All right.